Hi all, this is Mackenzie from Gear Up Media Rentals. We are a video equipment rental company based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today I want to talk you through one of our free resources. This is our petty cash reconciliation template that I created. So on our website, you can find we have a wide variety of free downloadable resources, from gear tutorials to production documents, all kinds of cool stuff, all for free. I'm going to include a link below to this template and to our other resources. You can click on the link and download, and then you can follow along to this tutorial. So let's get started. So first off, again, this is our petty cash reconciliation template. This template is geared towards production, any kind of production, TV, film, commercial, digital, whatever, you name it. But this template can also be used really for any business that utilizes a petty cash float. All of these different categories you'll see here are editable. And I've included a few on the end to add additional categories as you'd like. So yeah, again, it can be used for pretty much any business. So to start off, you'll see at the bottom we have the three tabs. The first one is the template and the template key. So that's the one we're on right now. You'll see there's a template key up here that gives you some just tips and instructions. All of the orange cells are going to be the cells that you're going to manually fill in. And all of the blue cells are the cells that auto total or auto fill. So you'll see all along here. When you go to the second tab, you're going to hit the example tab. This is just an example of a PC float that I filled in so that you could get an idea of how everything works and how everything totals. And then when you go to the third tab, this is where you're going to find your blank copy. So this is the copy you're going to want to use when you start filling in your own reconciliation. So let's go back to the template key. So the first section you're going to want to fill in is this top section. This is just all the general information. Then you're going to start entering in your receipts. So this is the date area, this is the business that you paid, what it was for, and then you're going to want to start filling in these boxes based on the category. So this is where you would enter in the amount the receipt was for. These blue boxes you do not want to touch. Those are boxes that will fill in based on the information you're entering into the other cells. So let me just give you an example. Let's start, I'll just fill some things in on this page right here. So let's say you're gonna enter your name. My name's Mackenzie. Here's where you'll enter your phone number. Check number. This is a cell that can be edited if you're going to give like an office PA $100 in cash. You can change that to say cash. Whatever you want. But generally, when I give someone PC, it's through a check that is cashed. So let's just say the check was 1,001. Let's say the amount received was $300. And then the job, it could be just a general like office PC flow, or you could say, I don't know, soda commercial, or whatever you want there. And then just your job number. Again, if you don't number your jobs, that's fine. You could delete this. You could change it to say something else. I tend to number all of my jobs. So that's what I would do right there. Then, okay, let's say you've got your stack of receipts. You're going to start entering. You start with the date. Is it the 20th? I don't even know. Let's say it's the 20th. Let's say you went to Cub Food and you bought, let's say, oranges and water bottles for the crew. So that's going to be crafty. Let's say you spent $13.99. You enter in your amount under the craft service category. It's going to auto total by the receipt and then auto total by the category down at the bottom. So let's just enter in a couple more. I'll just do some amounts. Let's say we did a crew lunch. That's going to go in catering. Let's say it was $119. And then let's say you went to Target and you bought pens and printer paper, but you also bought, let's say, candy for the crew. This is a really healthy craft service table, clearly. So let's say the first stuff you want to code to production supplies or office supplies or whatever you want to call this category. I have it listed as production supplies. So let's say you spent $12.50. And then for craft service, the second part of the receipt, that was the candy, let's say you spent $6.99. So the way this template's laid out, it allows you to break up a receipt into categories. So that whole receipt was $19.49, but you can divide it into the different categories as you want. So we put $12.50 here, and we put $6.99 here. Okay, let's say that's it. We filled in all the rest of this. Your total receipts were $152.48. And then if you scroll all the way to the right, you can see that this is a secondary total. These two numbers should match, 152.48, 152.48. That's just a little spot check. So if those are differing numbers, you know that something is wrong with your auto calculations, your formulas. So you'll want to double check. So let's say we're going to hand in our reconciliation today. We've taped up all our receipts. You're going to be down here. We have the total amount you received, which was $300. The total receipts was $152.48, which means you have a remaining balance of $147.52. So let's say you're going to give this whole balance back to whoever your boss is or to the accounting department. You're going to say total money amount returned, $147.52. You enter that in, and the balance due should be 0. Down here is where you can date, and then you can sign as well. So that should be everything again. So when you go to the template, again, you have this example spreadsheet here, which will give you an idea of how everything works. And then you'll have the blank copy. So the blank copy is fully editable. You'll see that you can add columns, you can add rows, you can change what the categories are. Let's say you wanted to add another column or another row down here that had, I don't know, some additional formulas in it. Like if you, for example, are turning some money back in, but you're keeping some money for another additional float, you could add things down there as you like. So this blank copy is really completely your world to play with. You'll notice that in the template and template key, I have locked all of the blue auto total and autofill cells. So if you are not particularly good with formulas, or let's say you're a PM or a line producer and you're giving this template to a new office PA, or maybe like an entry-level coordinator or someone who's not as familiar with Excel and with all of the formulas and how that works, you might want to give them have them play around with just this locked version at first so that none of the formulas are deleted or accidentally changed or anything like that. But again, between the 3 tabs, this document should give you pretty much everything you want. I'm going to clear all these out so that you can see again when you get the document, it should look like this. This is what you'll open up to. Anyway, if you guys have any questions or comments or troubles of any kind or any recommendations of other documents you'd like to see listed on our website, go ahead and comment. And that's it for now. Have a great day.